that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will take the field first. Ohio State pulled out a classic and won close over the Wolverines last season.
Man, it's so nice to know you got a team that in the biggest moments in the game, the huge rivalry game, your big game of the year, they can come up clutch and make those big plays. Ohio State did a year ago. Can this team handle the moment now against the new Michigan team?
Well, oftentimes in great rivalries like this, the game is going to go right down to the wire. And that loss last year, that really propelled Michigan this offseason. They did extra sprints. They spent extra time in the weight room. Fourth quarter, that was a major point of emphasis all offseason, getting ready for this one. They know they've got to dial in.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Buckeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. He'll pull it on the read. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Now the play fake. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw it. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hill. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. To the air on 1st down. There's the pressure. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. And the Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's White. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looking to throw, it's Charles. Heaves it deep. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Leaves it with the back. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back on the move. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the wideout. Looking for the corner on the jet sweep. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to surprise him with the pass. On target over the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Dropping back, it's Charles. Pucks it out of the air. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Breaking into the top 15 is one step closer to the college football playoff. You've made it this far. The dream is within reach. Question becomes, will they take the next step, Jesse?
You got to keep winning. Now when we're talking about this team, you're hearing college football playoff in the same sentence because of where they're ranked in the top 15. So, David, as they move forward, they've got to continue to elevate and ascend with their talent and play on the field.
Yeah, and it's exciting, right? To be mentioned, it's exciting. To hear yourself talked about on shows and to be a team that's getting respect is great. Now, let's keep pushing that pedal to the floor to be the best team we can be.
Quickly complete. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Wolverines will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And it's complete. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. It's complete.
As a former quarterback, guys, I love drag routes down close to the goal line. You're hoping you're going to get a mesh, you're going to get him freed up, and it's just a catch and walk in, but the defense makes the tackle. They're now setting up fourth down. Do you have the guts to go back to that same pass play here on offense?
Fourth and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. Looking to the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They go to the ground. Got a little space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he wants it all. Reels it in as he goes out of bounds on the right side for a huge play. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Find explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Handoff from the gun. Makes him talk to the hand. Big noise in the big house with his huge third down play. He's got it again. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down for this offense. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the air, it's Charles. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 38. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On target to the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? Leaves it with the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25. And the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Complete to the right. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They believe they can run right here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quickly to the tight end. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it down the right side. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one, and I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be top.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of there. It was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just start rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Finds his man in the middle. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. To the air, it's Charles. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Firing to the right, complete. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Couldn't find a man, just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
And the Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And the returner will be knocked down. So here comes the Michigan offense. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Charles. Makes the grab on the left. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Mitchell. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Michigan. How about this defense taking one back to the house? It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. He does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Release to the back. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. How will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. The screen, he can go. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Complete to the left. Still running at the 40. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple of shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The hand to the running back. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Green. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by a field goal over Georgia. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes.
There he goes. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Handoff to the lone back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the RPO, quickly go to the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Direct snap. Creates a little space. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the air, it's Charles. Got his man. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Give to the running back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Drives the back and leaves it on the option. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
One of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers, because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. He's in open space downfield. They finally make the stop, but the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. He'll pull it on the read. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off-play action on first down. The sure hands, it's Hill. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab. Off and running. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Hold and fire complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to pass, it's Charles. Gets it out fast. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. To the ground with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Mitchell.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
One guy up front loses his focus, and it leads to that sack. And it's unfortunate because they had all 11 guys on the same page these last 2 drives. Obviously scoring a touchdown the last time out and really doing a nice job even on this drive of moving the football. And then it comes to that one critical 3rd down, one guy not doing what he's supposed to do, and now you're set up in 4th and long, and it looks like they're going to have to punt.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. A high kick trying to pin them deep. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Pulls it in. It's Jordan.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with the lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Under fire. Oh, look out. The ball's free. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give and tick, 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 tick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Breaks into the open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On the move, it's Green. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. And the D deny them on second and goal. On the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try to power it in. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. A field goal here would make it a two-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Bunch formation for these receivers. Back to throw, it's Charles. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's picked off for the third time today. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost them.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.